Federal government also has called on Nigerians to prepare for a fresh hike in electricity tariffs. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, in a statement signed by his spokesperson, Bolaji Tunji, on Monday said the new tariffs will reflect the true cost of electricity. Adelabu, during a meeting with the chairman of Nigerians Generating Companies, otherwise known as GENCOs, in Abuja, said the country's economy can no longer afford to pay for electricity subsidies. We have to understand that our economy cannot sustain subsidies indefinitely, the minister said, adding that the FG presently has an outstanding debt exceeding 4 trillion naira owed to GENCOs for overdue subsidy payments. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, in its performance report for February 2025, says the average real tariff stands at 116.18 per 116.18 per kilowatt, whereas consumers are charged 88.2 naira per kilowatt per hour. In February, the subsidies cost per kilowatt per hour was represented by the gap between the real tariff and the average collection, which amounted to 22.97 kWh. Adding that all NESI customers except for the 15% classified as Band A, Band B and Band A benefit from the subsidy. Okay, otherwise in that instance it was from 116.87 to 87 kilowatts per hour. So that means there's actually need for more funds. But this decision to increase tariffs, I know that I had a conversation with you one time that Adelabu said that about 80 million Nigerians are enjoying electricity, and then he said it's about 5,500 megawatts that you were, you did not agree on that part. He said no, there's no possibility. How many Nigerians who have the possibility of consuming such, that it's not enough? I think that was your reason. You said that was your statement that it's not enough because of the magnitude, the multitude we have in the country. Because we could be actually above, 200 million. You actually said that. He said it. But this decision to increase tariffs right now, because due to the fact that the electricity, the electricity that Nigerians consume is not as much as the power supply, that's the word, is not really coming that much as before. Do you think this increase in tariff is actually necessary, since we're still trying to grapple? There are some parts that say they've not seen electricity for 6 months, 2 months. Some will say 1 year, depending on the parts. What? So, do you think the increase in tariff is actually necessary at this point?
See, they remove subsidy. I will not pay for energy. Nigerians life rate, and of course, there's no free food in Freetown. The simple truth is that who are the consumers of this electricity? If there's light, people are willing to pay. Because if there's light, it will increase manpower, it will increase production, it will increase industry, it will also increase employment opportunities, because the common welder on the road will do his work. You will not burn fuel. I don't understand what I mean. So you will also maximize your profit, time, and so on. But the truth is that this money government is claiming they are owing, or is it 4.something trillion? What are the consumers? The major consumers of the power in this country are government parastatals. So the money, government is owing government. Then who abuse power in Nigeria? Government parastatals. So if government say they want to do economy, remove subsidy, it also hit the government. I'm telling you the truth, because they are the major consumers of this electricity issue. How many Nigerians, the majority of Nigerians who live in rural do not have electricity. Majority of Nigerians who live in rural, even who live close to the cities, do not have electricity. But the painful part of it is that when I say I'm using a strong language, the officials of power holding, I would have used a language. If I said they are criminals, I'm not making a mistake. Because somebody will not use electricity. You don't have a meter.
Chief Wally, you cannot use a strong language.
It's okay now. Let me convert. If you are doing something that is, if you are not a thief, don't follow with a thief. But that's by the way. You come to a place, you don't have meter. Light does not even light for 1 year, no electricity. They'll just come one and bring bills. A bill is somebody that lives in 2 rooms. First me, I first you, they're telling to pay 200,000 naira. Where did they bring out the bill from? Are you get what I mean?
Okay.
That's the problem we're having. The problem of this money is corruption at that level. The officials of the power holding from the National Electricity Regulation Committee to the GIMCO to this coast is corruption. It's corruption. I can take my environment as for instance. There's no meter. Yesterday we were discussing how to put electricity in my community. When you buy those facilities and keep, NEPA will call, NEPA they call them, power holding will come and claim ownership. That's where we are. You bring your money, you buy the equipment, they will claim ownership. That's another problem. They still put billion ahead. There's no proper organization, no proper planning for power, for it to give power in Nigeria. I told you that's one of the government has tried. They have tried to unbundle it. Individuals, states should buy into it. From generation to transmission to distribution. Federal government have found out they've done what they're supposed to do. We cannot be singing this song. If you say a removing subsidy, I agree. People should also stop abusing power. Do you know? Let me tell you now. Go to Federal Secretariat here. Here along Gaba Road. At the close of work. You look up, there's still power on. This is a first example now. By Hotel Presidential, we have Federal Secretariat. At the close of work, in the evening, okay, let's say from 5, 6, you look at the upstairs, you still light on. They've closed work. So who is abusing the energy? So if government decided to remove subsidy, government will also suffer the pay. So in this case, you don't give what you don't have. Whether you are increasing the tariff or you're not increasing the tariff or which one comes and common man has no electricity. That's another thing. So it's not like it's not like a petrol. It's not like all of us use kerosene, use petrol, use diesel. So that one is even the electricity itself use energy. You must also need gas. So that's the one is touching the public more than electricity. Now people have their solar. Like this night, like when I go night the night, I on my solar. What is my business with electricity? You buy the small solar that can power here. Okay? You are done with them.
Okay, there was I wanted to make something known here that they said in February 2025 that 116.8 per kilowatts per hour were consumed by consumers. 116.18 naira was per kilowatt was consumed by Nigerians per hour, and they were being charged 88.2 naira, but per kilowatts per hour. You know, that's this, because I know that units of power supply. You said you do not use meter at your house.
Not myself. I say most areas do not have meter.
Okay, most areas.
And yeah, they bring bills.
Yes. And
why would they bring
we know that a unit of power now is about 1,000 naira.
No, 116 point something.
No, now it's about 1,000. It's about
1 kilowatt.
Not kilowatt, 1 unit.
Okay, 1 unit.
1 unit, yes, because they actually said 116 for 1 kilowatt, but 1 unit is 1,000 naira. I really don't know how they did the aggregate.
Monthly or weekly or how?
How you want to buy it. If you're buying 30k power supply, 30 units is 30,000. If you're using a prepaid bill, let's say you have the meter that's been installed for you. I'm actually trying to get a point here. Okay. This tariff, this increase now that's about to be generated by the federal government, there's a possibility that it could be increased to 1,200 or 1,300 naira per unit. We're not talking about per kilowatt here.
So with
the whole grappling of hardship in the country, Do you think most people want to still depend on the prepaid meter? That's the point I'm trying to drive at. Or will, because you said most areas do not use it.
Where and where has it prepaid meter? It's just a mere talk. Yeah, there are. How many places can you find prepaid meter? Even within the suburb, how many prepaid meter do people have? Prepaid meter is okay. But as you go, just like you do your phone calls.
Yes.
There's nothing bad in it. Government say we are removing subsidy. It's not that increasing tariff. Tariff was something the same thing.
Yes, they also
if you remove
subsidy and
look at what it means. This thing now.
Okay.
It's just like fuel. It is assumed that government depends some part of the money. Let's assume fuel. Let's assume something. The fuel is 100 naira, and out of that 100 naira that you are supposed to pay, government pays 60 naira. Your commitment is 40 naira.
Yes.
We said no. We cannot let the burden of 60 naira. I remove my 60 naira. Your body increase from 40 to 100. Isn't
naira,
it?
yes.
That's what they want to do with electricity.
That's also
Now,
an increase on the consumer
that is
side.
what I no. It's not even. It's even increase normal because we are eating. We are taking what you are not supposed to take.
Okay.
It's the same thing. In the mind of people, they are even making it to say it's increase. We are removing subsidy. Oh. That is there. We used to pay so and so. Look at this issue. Sometimes there are statements you make. People begin to get worried. You put tense. No. See how much we are paying. Power before is we are supposed to pay 100 naira, but we are subsidizing 60 naira. But from the realities on ground now, we do not have such money again
to fund it.
To fund the 60 naira. We have withdrawn the 60 naira. You take care of your 60 naira. So you are not sure you are going to pay 100 naira. Government will pay their own cost.
Yes.
Because government paid for you and pay for themselves. Government pays 60% for you. Government pays 100 naira for themselves. So government is paying 160 naira. Are you getting me?
Yes.
It's a straight matter. So it's not that they're increasing tariff. You are paying what you are supposed to pay. Now, on that aside, are you getting me?
I get.
So there's something increasement on it. They are making this mistake, making people.
Well, on that side, it's still on the consumer side. It means you're
consumer,
now paying more
you're even stealing.
I don't get it.
You are paying what you're not supposed to pay. Underpayment.
Yes.
They are being surchanged. And government said, okay,
we're
since it is 100,
pay that
100, you are supposed to pay 100 naira. Okay, I'm a father and a child. My son, what you are supposed to spend 3 hours in the house doing housework. But let me spend 2 hours for you. Do 1 hour. Okay?
Okay.
Good. At the end of the day, you say, this 2 hours is no longer convenient for me. Do your thing. Let me do my own. Because my own is 3 hours. Your own 3 hours. So I've added my 2 hours.
Isn't that supposed to be the responsibility of the government? Although they
growing
because of the 4 trillion naira debts
that
they're trying to
clear,
clear, that's the decision for the subsidy.
Let me ask again. Do you know that people don't even pay tax? Let us leave sentiment aside. What is surviving us is like people here. Because you pay tax because they don't pay as you in. At the end of the day, they take their money from you direct. But you as a person working on the no agree pay tax. The same money, public money, is tax. What is happening in Nigeria are these agencies, these prostators, NGO, these multinational companies pay bulk money. Dangote, oil companies, and like you media houses pay because it is an organized institution.
Okay.
Then the civil servants pay because they deduct from the source. If you are a civil servant, pay the money to a salary, say pay tax, they will not pay. So the same money government is trying to pay for you is some element of you are not contributing. Let us face this truth.
All right.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
In this, if you go for normal Nigerian population, adult taxable age, if they pay taxes, the country will be richer. But I can tell you, not up to 50% pay normal tax. Because the same money you are talking about is from when you say public fund, public tax. How many pay tax? If not civil servants and those who are working.
All right.
Okay, that's the way. Now, what I should suggest is this. Government should be able to separate the people and the government in terms of power consumption. You understand what I mean? How much does government prostators, government consume from the public? It will shock you that government consume more.
So because you're actually siding the part of the subsidy, that's because you said the consumers were actually taking what doesn't belong to them.
Yes.
But since the government consume more, don't you think it's actually still it's also the responsibility of the government to pay part of that initial 100 naira like you mentioned? Isn't it supposed to be the duty of the government to do that?
You don't understand what I mean?
They're paying their own. Also
Government paying part of their own.
Yes.
Government is paying their own and paying part of your own. Out of 100 naira, you are paying 40. Government is paying 160. So they say no, pay your own, I pay my own. Day you day, I day my day. That is the issue. So what I would suggest to the planner is that they should consider waste, because most of this power is waste. It's when now you are working, the light is useful, but some people, the light is on, they are doing nothing. The power is going. Okay, so and that aside, they should be able to know all the parastatals of government, ministers and non-minister agencies. How much how much power do they consume? Separate it from the other populace. Okay, we know who is chopping who. And that aside too, they've made energy law simple. Local government areas can buy into it. States are beginning to enact laws on the energy. I told some time ago, River State government was supplying power from their gas. They were like what they call, they were generating. Okay, and the friend was buying. They were also owing River State government then. I went to inspect some people. That was why I got the idea. They were owing. They will buy they will get from generation. They will buy from the gas, put it to national grid. They will not pay River State government. You don't understand what I mean. So, if you do that too, Camp in Aba, Professor Batinaj has his own power station, and the people were celebrating power in Aba. People are ready to pay if there's electricity, but people get angry. There's no light, and they're coming to demand bills, money from them. With force, so if you say no, they'll go and cut your wire, roll it, and go home. They'll resell it. So the problem is just individuals. There are a lot of corrupt people in the offices. There are a lot of that problem I have in this country. If you like, remove 100% subsidy, the corruption will be there until you begin to give proper direction. State government should take their own power. If you have the resources, if you don't have, you can give others. So I am in support of this issue of removing subsidy. People will be disciplined. That discipline in the use of electricity.
All right, Chief.
Across board.
Okay.